Marshall in the middle.
So that's crazy with your mom, right? How in the world do you find yourself like kicked out of the house? I mean, you got to tell me. You got to come on. What the heck?
So back to that overconfidence thing. I had gotten into West Point. It's the springtime of my senior year. I've got all the grades. I got into a good school. I'm like, hey, I want to party because I'm about to go to prison. Like West Point is it's like going to Arkham, right? It's a prison. And I was, staying out too late and everything. And she's, threw this curfew on me. I was like, I've never had a curfew. What's this? And so I started busting curfew a bunch of times. And, one time I came home, it had to be super late, like 2 or 3 in the morning, which might not be crazy for some people, but for my mama in the South, man, that was insane. And she was like, you come here one more time and your key won't work. And I was like, whatever. So I stayed out late, and I stayed out so late that I was like, you know what? I'm not going to come home like 1 in the morning. I'm just going to stay at my friend's house. I'm going to come back tomorrow morning. So I rolled back to the house at like 10 o'clock the next day when my brother was with me too. I was like, it's the two of us together, my younger brother. I'm going to be okay. Well, when I went to the door, my key didn't work. And she came to the door and she let my brother in. She said, Sean can come in, you can't. So Sean goes in there and he's talking. I hear him talking. My brother came back and she was like, hey dog, she's not letting you in here. You're not coming in the house. She told me to pack your bag. Here it is. And that was that. My mom did not bend. I got in my car and I drove away. That first night I slept in my car for sure. But she was not playing. And this was before the ages, social media and cell phones and all that other stuff. So I had to get like on a payphone to, call my mom like, are you serious? Like, is this really? She's like, you are not listening to my rules. You were coming on, you took your brother out and you all stayed out overnight and you didn't ask my permission. You figure it out. You want to be a man, you go out there and figure it out. It was one of the best lessons I've ever got.
Right.
It was one of the best. I didn't live in my house for 2 months, 2 or 3 months. Through my graduation and everything, my mom did not let me come back home. I went to my graduation in a separate car. We met there, had a good time. We all parted ways. I moved back and she let me move back in the house 2 weeks before I went to West Point, just because she was like, hey, you're about to go off to college. You should come home and we should like work on some stuff before you go. That's the best thing my mama ever did for me, was hold me accountable.
Marshall in the middle.